Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 529 of FloWrestling Radio Live. I'm your host, Christian Piles, joined, as always, by the dynamic duo of Steven, Kyle Brackey, repping some more West Virginia clothing.
I like your indie shirt.
I'm wearing Indy Pirates. If you watched Last Chance U, one of the greatest coaching minds of all time, Jason Brown, led the Indy Pirates to a nearly 500 record, almost. So yeah, if you for your Mindset Monday, Ben, you should watch Last Chance U and just and just describe your learnings from watching Jason.
Well,
he's good.
They won the conference his first year. Okay, they won the Jayhawk conference.
Yep.
And then they went 1-9 his second year, and he got fired. But not his fault.
No.
That's the one thing you'll learn about Coach JB. Nothing is ever his fault.
Hey, it's real Coach JB.
So yeah, anyways, watch Last Chance U. New season's come out.
New season's
out.
out.
My brother says it's really good.
I'm only an episode in.
So yeah, if you don't watch Last Chance U, there's a free plug, finally. All right, you're welcome, Netflix. Free plug. Okay, so last show of the week, go hard or go home, they say. Some good news, maybe good news. Ben, I don't know if you heard this, read this, but ACC football announced an 11-game season and 10 conference, 1 non-conference. So that is really, really good, I believe. And I think Kyle Brackey believes we're going to get some good SEC news today as well.
Yeah. I have sources inside the SEC that are telling me to wait for the news today.
If SEC has any semblance of a season, they have to credit Stephen Kyle Brackey right now.
That's right.
As first reported here, SEC football is going to have a season as first reported by Kyle. And if it doesn't happen, keep his name out of it.
Yeah, if it didn't happen, I didn't say it.
He didn't say
no, it was really good news with the ACC. They're going to play usually they play 8 conference games. They're going to play 10. And then they're going to have 1 non-conference game and the non-conference game has to be played in the state of the ACC school. And that school has to be following all the ACC guidelines, like doing the same amount of testing, all that stuff. And they also announced the plan for the other fall sports too, the soccers and whatever other sports are played in the fall.
I was like, oh, how many fall sports does he know that aren't football?
Soccer,
lacrosse, maybe field hockey.
Tennis.
No, lacrosse is spring because their championships like Memorial Day weekend or something.
They can swim year round. I'm guessing.
Volleyball. That's another one. But anyways, they're gonna do the bare minimum games, whatever that's supposed to be. They can, and the schools can add more if they want. It's the same deal though. They have to follow the testing guidelines. So yeah. So this is good news. It's good to see a conference put a plan together, and
instead of just being like the Big Ten, who just like immediately just said no, we're not doing it, when they could have at least waited.
And also, they backed the season up a little bit. I know athletic events can start the week of September 7th through 12th. The first college football weekend, week 1, was September 5th. But there are schools like in the Big 12, like Kansas and Oklahoma, have moved their opening games to week 0, which is August 29th. So it's interesting to see how all these schools are adjusting. But and Notre Dame, who is an independent, but would play 6 ACC schools a year because they need to fill their schedule. So they did deal with the ACC, but they're not technically in the ACC. They will be a full member this year, and they can play in the conference championship game.
So that's good news there. So other dominoes to fall, Big 12, I think they'll be after the SEC.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and Commissioner Bowlesby has been very clear that they are going to do everything in their power to play. They want to play a full 12-game schedule, and I would assume the SEC does too. But we'll see. Maybe one game's not huge difference.
Is there a chance for like the BCS championship if this happens?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Corona's going away by January, bro.
Okay, here we go. Bitcoin buy. I think you told me Bitcoin.
You know what's so annoying to me?
By
December 2021. December 2021. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna happen, bro.
What do you mean?
Listen. When you're crying and say, "Oh man, I wish I would have bought $10,000 Bitcoin," listen, don't cry to me, Christian Piles. Don't
Okay.
cry to me. Hey,
Um,
you know what annoys me? And I can say this because it's apolitical on our show. Although I don't know, we have not precluded from saying political things, but I will not. How what this it drives me crazy. One side, anyone who's conservative or Republican says, "Oh, the media is just trying to keep hydrochloroquine from being it works," and then the other side saying, "There's no way it works. You guys are idiots and conspiracy theorists." And it's like me. I just want to know if it really works or not. I'm really curious. Does it really work? I have no idea because you got one party saying they're idiots. You got the other party saying it's the greatest thing ever. I just want to know what the real answer is. There's got to be a real answer somewhere, doesn't there?
I guess. I'm not sure how we got there. I thought we were just talking about. I just want to know if they're thinking of the BCS championship game or whatever
Well,
it's called, college football playoff.
No, they're having that.
Okay, well,
They're 100% having that.
Coronavirus is more likely to go away if we have good cures for it, Christian. So I want to know if it's a good cure or not a good cure. I don't know because freaking it's just a political issue.
Yes, unfortunately.
What if a single leg was like a political issue and one party was saying like single leg greatest move ever and the other party was like don't do it, it's a stupid move.
You'll get spladled. You will get spladled. Trust me.
It always
I have
leads to a
video
spladle.
evidence. Yes. Thankfully, single legs are not
God.
political. But okay, so there will be like a championship.
They're doing they'll do the college football playoff.
What, the Big Ten's
like
just
normal.
not involved?
Well, I mean, they played themselves, man. They what are they going to play 9, 10 conference games? So Ohio State's going to start the year ranked in the top 3. What if they go 9-0? You're going to put them in over Clemson, who's 11-0, and Alabama, who's 11-0, and then I don't know, LSU, who's 10-1.
Wow.
With their one loss to Alabama. Like, they played themselves.
Wow. Okay. So we'll see what they do. Hopefully we get some semblance of a football season. Not that I'm the biggest college football fan, but I know what it means for college wrestling, so please let it happen.
College athletics as a whole,
general.
yeah. You should be cheering for a football season.
Yeah. It's kind of it's kind of a commentary on college sports in general, that just one sport determines the entire university and every other sport's existence.
So crazy.
Maybe not an ideal structure, but call me crazy. So, good news there. Hopefully more good news comes. One other thing, and I don't know if we'd see this in wrestling or not, but and probably not because the reasons for this are different, but some of the college football stars are considering, not playing this year or skipping out. And I wonder if in wrestling we'll see
Why?
Draft stock status, not wanting to risk that, which I don't quite understand.
How would they risk it? By playing worse? Because shouldn't they have gone pro already?
Well, some things go, well, you have to play a certain amount of years.
You have to be 3 years removed from high school.
That's such a gimmick. How much did the NFL pay the NCAA for that one? They paid him a good amount.
The NFL paid the NCAA for that?
Yeah, damn straight. Follow the money, Christian Piles.
Well, no, but why would it be to their benefit to keep guys out of the league?
Because then the NCAA gets those athletes for. I'm sorry, the opposite. The NCAA paid the NFL.
Okay.
My bad. I said it the wrong way. The NCAA paid the NFL to keep those guys in for 3 years.
But in basketball, it's only 1 year.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't pay him enough.
Follow
NBA. Yeah, they didn't pay him enough.
Okay.
Pay him more.
So, I forget where I was going with that. Dang it, Ben.
Well, you hate it. You hate it when I go after the NCAA for, not letting college athletes determine their own value.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that either. I know it was some of the college football players saying they're not going to play.
Yeah.
I've only seen 2. The one for Virginia Tech who did it yesterday is like a pretty good prospect, and the other guy isn't really. I don't think this is going to be an issue unless some changes and they move football to the spring. If they move football to the spring, you are going to see dozens, if not hundreds, of guys not play.
Okay. Good deal.
Okay.
All right. So
Hey, wait. So wrestling, I don't think they have this option in football. Maybe I'm wrong. Wrestling, they have the option of Olympic redshirting again. I don't think they got that option in football, correct?
right.
Not Olympic, right?
There's no Olympics in football.
So I think we'll see a lot of guys do that. I mean, I've already heard rumors of a handful of guys doing the second Olympic redshirt because they're not sure yet what the season is going to look like. I think that's something we could definitely see come into play.
All right. Name names. Who? That's a juicy little nugget. Olympic red. I mean, because only like 10 people took them.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say names.
Okay, well, just tell me what school and weight they wrestle for, and then you won't say their names. And where they went to high school.
Get lost, pile.
Okay. Hey, at some point, would you be open to a Chael and Ben FRL?
But, Christian, I'm going to have a hard time like you did when you start saying crazy stuff like Reese Humphrey and Kyle Dake wrestling in the NCAA finals. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do there. Like,
what do you do? Did you see he tweeted about Mason Manville? He said he ruined him. It's like, what? Just because he couldn't turn him, he says he ruined him. It happened, though. Yeah, I don't know.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, yes, I'm open to it, but when he starts talking crazy stuff with non-facts, then I'm just going to have to shake my head or something.
Well, I think he wants to be confronted on it, is what I learned. I think he enjoyed.
True. Maybe he knows.
Maybe he knows. It's just a weird.
Maybe it's a setup.
I can't claim to understand this guy. Okay.
Hey, Kyle, when's the Pentagon announcing?
I don't know, man. I thought it would already have happened this week.
I think they're trying to avoid the extra exposure it would get on an Alien Hour this week.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, look what happens when we do Alien Hour. Okay.
Tell them.
When we did the Avril thing, there was all kinds of news stories about it right after that. When we did the Britney thing, she had a hearing soon after, and it was all over the place.
Had some technical issues.
Yeah, she had technical issues getting into the Zoom call. Come on. When I showed the videos over a year ago of the stuff the Pentagon released a few months ago, and now they're gonna say the aliens are real, and like give us even more evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, Alien Hour makes stuff happen.
Should the government credit Alien Hour for breaking the story?
100%.
I think they have to. Technically.
100%.
Well, I'm trying to figure out one thing. I'm not finding a date on it. They did say it was soon, though.
It's going to be a classic Friday news dump right after the last FRL of the week. You know what's going to happen. Probably right after the show ends, they're going to drop it and think we'll forget by Tuesday. Tuesday, we will have an Alien Hour if they drop it over the weekend.
Oh, the Oklahoma octopus? Remember the guy found one?
Yeah. That was our most laughed at one. Maybe potentially by
really
me.
Was.
Yeah, I thought it was the most preposterous one of all of them. Yet it was real. It happened.
Oh my god!
Just like Chael says, it happened. I don't know what to tell you. Okay.
Speaking no way we'll ever know.
There's no way to know. That's the hard part. So Ben, you wanted to do an Oklahoma State segment because I guess you love the Cowboys or something.
It was just fun, you know. I clicked on the article. I thought it was fun. I think that's what. Okay, well, I was scrolling through either Twitter or Facebook. Who are from Austin, Texas, and I saw this interesting article about top 10 John Smith era wrestlers. I clicked on it and I thought, hey, that's a pretty good list. But I thought he got a few of them wrong, and I thought this would be fun for us to debate.
Okay, so let's first give the top 10. This is written by our guy Seth Duckworth. Excuse me.
But Duckworth, he thinks I hate Oklahoma State, which is
he just really loves them so much.
Too much. I'm fair and unbiased. I tell it right down the middle, and he'll see that I'm just speaking the truth here.
Yeah, he loves the Cowboys, as he should. Okay, so his top 10 goes as follows. You know what? We'll do it countdown style. Number 10, Steve Mocco. 9, Johnny Thompson. 8, Chris Pendleton. 7, Johnny Hendricks. 6, Jordan Oliver. 5, Jake Rochalt. 4, Eric Guerrero. 3, Mark Branch. 2, Alex Derringer. And 1, Pat Smith. Okay.
So let's do two things.
Okay.
Two things. Are we doing college or international?
I think college.
I was thinking college.
I think
college.
It should, I think it should have to be on their college careers.
Yeah. So, number 2, are we just saying Pat Smith next topic since he's a 4-time NCAA champion?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think you have to do that.
Okay.
I don't think you have to do that.
Who would you put ahead of him and why, I guess, is the question.
I think he's really strong for. I don't know. Chael today. Eric Guerrero being the greatest wrestler in NCAA history. He's all the way down here, number 4. So, I mean, I guess he would be the one that you could argue because if he did take that red shirt, to Chael's point, there's a good chance he would have won 4 titles. Kind of like a Zane thing, but maybe you just say, well, he didn't. Tough shit, and then we leave Pat at number 1.
Well, and also, do you know the redshirt status of Mark Branch? Did he redshirt? Did he? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he took a redshirt
either.
So
Mark Branch, though, I don't know how. I don't know how Seth put Mark Branch above Eric Guerrero. Mark Branch had 9 losses in 1 year. I don't think Eric Guerrero had 9 losses in his career.
Well, Branch was famously like 7-9 when he went to NCAAs and won it. So that's pretty good.
But he still gets 9. But he still has 9 losses. I mean, does Guerrero have 9 losses his entire career?
Probably. I mean, just being
I don't think he does.
5th at NCAAs is 2 probably right there. I mean, how many undefeated seasons did he have? That's what this article could have.
1 or 2. Well, it says 1 undefeated season, or undefeated senior season. Yeah.
So I think the debate for number 2 is between Daringer and Guerrero, right?
I feel the same way. Seth doesn't really make a really good argument as to why Branch was that much better than why he ranked Branch above Guerrero. I mean, he just simply lists what he did. He's a 4-time finalist, 2-time champion, had the losing season and won the title. And he says, ultimately, I give him the nod over 3-time champs due to his 4 NCAA finals appearances. But that one little piece there I don't feel like it tells the whole story.
Yeah, I mean, 4-time finals versus three titles is kind of like the debate, right?
Well, but there's so many other matches. There's so many other matches also, and it's like, I could see where Jake Rosholt, and this is a little more in my purview, but he lost a whole bunch of matches every single year. I mean, I don't think he ever. Yeah, so it says he's a 10 seed, a 2 seed, a 4 seed, and a 3 seed. Were his years at NCAA. So he lost. He definitely lost matches every single year. Whereas I feel like Guerrero, and it's a little old for me, but I feel like he did not lose a whole bunch of college. I feel it was like a really small amount of times. And I know Mark Branch obviously lost 9 times as freshman year, and he lost at least once in the next 2 years because he lost in the NCAA final. So that's minimum 11 losses, but I got to assume it's a few more than that.
I just thought Guerrero was, from a skill level, was just so ridiculously good and technical. I would go Pat 1, Eric 2, Ringer 3. I might go J.O. 4 for how good he was.
Robert Finkel did some research, and I guess Guerrero had 13 total losses in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's he probably took his lumps his freshman year, and then a couple losses along the way his sophomore and junior year. Of course, he lost to Schwab, that famous Carver Hawkeye match, right? So
yes.
Okay, I gave my top 5 there. I went Pat, Eric, Ringer, J.O., Branch.
Wow. So you moved Branch all the way down to 5. Okay. I'm going to go. That's fair. It's fair. I'm not going to yell at you.
No.
So Jordan Oliver was. Who's going to yell at you?
Mark
Branch. These guys are also saying, listen,
he won't. These guys are really yell at me. He'll just give me a hard time if he hears I did this.
So someone on this list is going to give you a hard time. Let's just say that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go Dieringer 2, Guerrero 3. Then we're going to go Mark Branch at 4. Man, I almost feel like you should move Russell or Oliver above him.
Oh, you're about to put him at 6, huh?
Yeah.
The disrespect.
I'm gonna leave him at 4. I'm gonna leave him at 4.
Really?
Leave him at 4. Yes. I'm gonna leave Oliver Russell at 5. I'm gonna leave Oliver at 6.
So J.O. had the reason I think J.O. he had 2 undefeated seasons, right?
Yeah.
And he had loss, which was like as close a loss as you can have to a 4-timer in a season. I think he was undefeated. So he almost had 3 undefeated seasons, right? That was J.O.'s only loss on the year. Or no, did he lose to Tony? He lost to Tony that year. That was the year he lost to Tony Ramos. So he did have a loss. But I just think he was so close to being 2 undefeated seasons.
Hold on. There was one thing we didn't even talk about that we need to bring up right now. So Seth, he's such a homer. He put Mako all the way down at 10 just because he spent two years at Iowa. Do we consider all of Steve's college credentials and move him? Because if you consider all of Steve's credentials, he's probably moved up to either 3 or 4.
I think for this, because it's about John Smith, I think you got to look at only the 2 years he was there.
But then if it's only the 2 years, doesn't like Chris Perry, who won 2 titles, go above him, or Dean Heil, or no?
Yeah, you could absolutely
Chris
make
Perry
that
won
argument.
his senior year.
Did he win the Hodge at Iowa or Oklahoma State?
No, Oklahoma State. He won the Oklahoma State at junior year.
Yeah, dude, he won a Hodge, so
That's true.
I don't like that would put him ahead of the Hiles and the Perrys. A Hodge Trophy season is pretty ridiculous.
Well, listen, I'm not Oklahoma State homer, and I'm gonna rate all these guys in their entire college careers. I totally forgot about Mako at 10. I'm revising my list.
Okay, revisions are happening.
I'm going Pat Smith, Alex Danger, Eric Guerrero, Steve Mako, Mark Branch.
Now, you know what? When you said he's such a homer, I thought you were about to say reference the Chris Pendleton write-up where he puts the word. All right, I'll just read it. The reason I have him on here ahead of a few of others, the most talked about part of Pendleton's career, his quote rivalry with Ben Askren. He put rivalry in quotes. He put it in quotes. Hold on, let's get this to Tyler. What a homer! What a dang homer! I can't believe. How do you do you like that?
By the way, my man Coach Greenlee hit me up and said no red shirt for Mark Branch.
No red shirt for Mark Branch.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm swinging back. The dude was 7-9, true freshman. No. Yes.
No red shirt.
But he won. He was 7-9 his freshman year, right?
I think it was his freshman year. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Tyler, if you want to go to the Pistols firing blog and pull up the quote rivalry, that might be funny for our friends, because that's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, my computer. It's the video's talking to me. All right, sorry. Next up,
There's a funny joke. Well, we're not done yet. I only got the 7. I guess we'll just finish it off. Pendleton 8. I'm moving Hendricks down below Pendleton.
Why?
Why? Well, he lost his senior year, which I think that takes some steam out. He took 7th as a freshman, or 5th or 7th, and he did redshirt. And Pendleton did not redshirt. So I think if Pendleton doesn't redshirt, he's probably 3-3-1-1 somewhere in there.
Let's talk about the Chirella win. I mean, it's like the most
that was the
initiating match of all time. They were giving away takedowns on attempted go-behinds. It was wild. He was straight.
Not good.
That was bad. That was bad.
Yes, that was good.
Yeah, that doesn't help. So really,
How much does this list change if Johnny beats Mark and they give that takedown to Jordan Oliver against Stever?
Man, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, and we have to go by what actually happened. And
right.
Jordan lost to Logan Stever. But, man, it would have changed. I mean, he would maybe just below. I mean, he would enter the Guerrero Ringer conversation. And now I'm thinking about with Ringer, geez, he closed out his career with two undefeated seasons. All right, we've got the quote rivalry here if we want to pull that up. It's in beautiful cowboy orange. Best part of his rivalry with Ben Askren. Wow. Shots fired. Inappropriate, Seth. Just crossed the line. Daggone it. But kind of funny. It's not like you didn't beat him. You did beat him, in fact.
Yes.
Anywho.
Should have beat him more than once. Damn it all.
That first one really is
Blew it. We watched that live.
I know.
Or not live. Taped.
Well, live on the air. So yeah, if Jo wins that, I mean, he enters that. And what I was saying about Ringer, 2 undefeats, and the way he won, he was a next topic guy his senior year. It was like no one is beating this dude. There's just no question about it. Was it his junior year was MS? No, his senior year was.
I mean,
MSG.
I know a lot of people thought that Bo Jordan might give him a go, and that just never happened.
I did coming into it, going into that season when Bo was coming off an undefeated redshirt year. I was like, Bo can beat him, and that was far from true.
Yeah,
he was just on it.
Not true.
I mean, next topic is last 2 years, right?
Yeah, because he had Taylor Walsh his junior year, right? I think he ran through.
He had one close match his junior year. I can't remember who it was though.
He did have Bo in the semis that year.
But that wasn't close.
It wasn't close. It might have been numerically close. It was like 5-2, I think. Here, let's look.
6-1.
6-1, okay.
He went fall 18-6, 6-1, 14-7.
Jeez.
Yeah, not close.
Yikes. No, he's.
You know what's so crazy
man, I
is like
think he should be number 2 now.
Hey, you know what's so crazy is, man, we have gotten so used to. I mean, if you think about like 20 years ago, people didn't score those type of points. We've gotten so used to like Taylors and Stevers and Spencer Lees. Like fall 18-6, 14-7, 6-1. That's freaking dominant. Jeez.
He finished his career 97-1.
No, this is.
Who?
This is.
Oh, that's not Ringer.
This is missing a year.
Look
though.
up. Yes, but he finished his career. His last 3 seasons, he was 97-1.
Oh yeah.
So his last 3 years.
His one loss, his sophomore year.
Yeah.
Was that the
His high school coach just chimed in and said
2-1.
I can't believe I forgot this though. His high school coach just chimed in and said his close matches with Daniel Lewis in the duel. I remember that.
Oh, he got ridden forever.
Yes, Tristan Moran told me that. I can't remember if he didn't cut weight or ate something that was not good, or I don't remember what happened. Something like that.
There were a few duels because we streamed those, and I was the one that was always there. There were a few duels where he did not look good before or right after weigh-ins. He was pulling.
Yeah. He's now just seeing how big he is. It makes sense.
He's gigantic now.
He's huge.
Oh man.
Yeah. So glad he's up in weight. That's better for him. Okay. So have you rounded out your top 10? I think I'm moving Ringer back to number 2.
Yes.
I think I was wrong.
Yeah, he should be 2.
He should be 2. Guerrero 3. Jo 4. Mark Branch 5. I will say. I don't know what to do with Mako because
Move Mako up like I did. Forget Seth Duckworth. Mako goes up to 3.
yeah, this is gonna be my quote rivalry with Seth Duckworth as a wrestling media person. Yeah, he's got to go ahead of Branch too, doesn't he?
He does. Mako was so good. I mean, Mako has how many total losses? 5 in his college, 6, something like that.
In that range,
Not a lot.
So I'll put him.
Yeah.
5, Branch 6, Broschalt 7, Pendleton 8.
Mako was 137-6 in college.
Hendricks 9, Thompson 10. That's what I'll say.
At one point, Mako had an 85-match win streak.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
56 falls, which is insane for a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Heavyweights are easier to pin people.
No, they're not.
It's hard to get them on their back.
Just do the physics. Just do the physics.
No. Statistically, that's not true. In terms of.
Is it really? For real?
Well,
I bet if I went and looked I bet if I went and looked at all the pins last year, heavyweight has the least.
Yes. And I bet that would be true.
When they get on their back, it's a pin every single time. But getting them to their back.
100% of the time.
100% of the time.
There's never been a 2 count. There's never been a 2 count in heavyweight wrestling. No. It's just falls.
I think it's harder to get them on their back.
I would love to see statistics behind that because I feel like, listen, here's the deal. I studied the pin list, and a majority of the guys right beyond me, like the number 3 guy is a heavyweight, and then when you go down, like, and then especially the season one, Chris Taylor's really high. Howard Harris is really high. They're all heavyweights that are super high. On
Chris
the
Taylor was 400 pounds. She's just kind
That's a heavy.
of. I'm kind of
that's a
throwing that
heavyweight.
one out.
He pinned a lot of dudes.
He's like he was like maybe legitimately 2 Kyle Snyders.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh. That's big mamma jamma.
Man, I struggle with
But
like should Dean Hall or Chris Perry sneak in here?
I don't think so.
They're not ahead
above
of.
Johnny
They're not
Thompson.
behind any other. They're only behind other 2-timers.
Yeah,
Johnny Thompson was a 2-timer, right?
I believe so.
Yes, and I think third and second the other years, I believe.
Second.
Second,
Yeah.
first, third.
Yeah, that's that's salty.
Where
I'm
trying to find.
Dean
I'm
had
trying
a
to find
DNP
the.
in
Yeah,
there.
he had DNP his or senior year.
4-1-1-2, and then Perry had a DNP his freshman year.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Damn it!
sorry.
Trying to find record books here.
Alan Freed was really good. Coleman was good.
But Alan Freed, I feel like, was almost before the John Smith era. I think he graduated in '93 or '94.
yeah, because he wrestled Tom Brands.
Yeah.
I think
Someone said he had
him and
lost
Pat
in the
both.
5.
Him and Pat Smith both.
Coached by both.
Yeah, were coached by Joe C. And then John finished off with them.
What?
So, our buddy Shane said Mako will kick Pyle if he doesn't get moved up.
Daggone it.
I just had this vision of Mako kicking you. And
Kicked
it's
him
so funny.
right. Kicked him right in the ass.
Yeah, he kicked John Wechter.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure you know what I mean. He kicked me. I want no sort of fight with Steve Mako. That is.
If we make the Spay versus Mako match happen,
Right.
Mako's only allowed to hit foot sweeps.
Only hit foot sweep. That'll probably be fine for him. Can you imagine foot
Oh,
sweeps?
my gosh.
That is such an amazing go-to takedown to have because it's like, as far as output, it requires probably the least amount of maybe a slide by or something, but it is just like
effort. Sure.
more. Yeah, you just like move the guy and then poop, just like put your foot there and there he goes. Watch, bye, see ya, Spay. I mean, it's an amazing thing. You don't see it much anymore, but
Because the timing's so hard. I mean, the timing is like you got to be just so on point.
yeah. Why does everyone want to see Mako decimate me? I just look over at comments. Mako should do this to Pyle. Mako should do that. What? If I'm gonna get devastated
I
and
would love to
decimated,
see it.
yeah, everyone loves it. At least say my name right. At least honor my father and my mother by using my true last name. If I'm gonna
Trail
get
changed your name, man.
crap.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
They'll change it.
All right, Kale son and change my name. All right, fine. Okay. So
I'm researching the NCAA record book, trying to find these pin things.
okay, yeah.
Don't make me look
Heavyweight.
through box scores
because he
for
will.
every duel this year and figure out which weight class had the most
guys,
points. Because
listen,
I'll drop
wrestling-
everything and do it today.
He will. he
Wrestling
down
needs
a
more
rabbit hole.
stats. Do it.
Yeah, be the change bracket.
All
Come
right,
on, dude.
I'll do it.
Don't do it.
I'm only gonna do it if I'm right.
Yeah.
Isn't there some
If
type
I'm
of
wrong, I didn't do
AI?
it.
No, the easiest way
Is
to
there-
do it is you should just take the last 10 NCAAs and just count which had the most falls.
But
Or
guys,
go as
why
long as
can't
you
you
need
just
to
make
for-
some AI that searches box scores?
Okay, why don't you
Yeah.
instead of looking
Right,
them up,
I'll just create some code today,
yeah,
some AI.
yeah, we'll have Bracky invent some AI. What the heck? I can't believe that's your solution, Ben. Mr. Problem Solver is like, hey, instead of
You
looking
guys are
this up,
flow.
just
Make some AI.
that's what people think.
Someone. Listen,
just tell
Bracky
us
doesn't
what
do
to
it.
do.
Bracky just has to find the person that does it. There's someone in the HQ. Listen, open the door to your studio right there and just start saying, "Who knows AI?"
Those freaking programmers haven't been here since March.
They haven't been here. Yeah, they're all locked
Fire
down.
them. Fire them.
Also,
No one comes to work. They're
I
fired.
know. He just wants to fire everybody. Also, they don't report to me. They're like, no, I got this to do.
Yeah, they're like, I have to do this binary.
That's when you foot sweep him and kick him in the ass and say, "Now do it."
They don't come in. We can't even foot sweep these guys. We don't
I
know
don't
where
even
they
know
live.
where they are to kick him in the ass.
We need access to their HR files so Bracky can foot
Joe
sweep.
Caprino says it's a simple string parser. Oh, okay,
All right,
sweet.
Okay, Mr. String Parser. Jeez,
What does that
Joe.
mean?
String parser. It's a simple string parser. Like anyone knows what that means. We get it, Joe. You do computer stuff, but we don't know what that means. And if it's so simple, then where's our string parser that shows us that heavyweights get the fewest pins, Joe? That's all we've ever asked.
Joe, make the string parser. We'll pay you $500. Did he really?
No.
Oh, he messes with people. Okay. Hey, after back-to-back days of Bracky looking up Russian wrestlers and checking on what they're doing, I feel like a new fun segment would be foreign wrestling Instagram stars, and just pulling up a funny post we find of a foreign wrestler. I put it in the doc for Tyler. This is a pretty good one. It's from our guy Magomed Kurbanaliev.
Who's a big Oklahoma State fan.
He is. He's trained with John Smith, and we're going to pull this picture up and attempt to read. Okay, so Kurbanaliev is on the left, and if we can get a freeze and enhance on the middle guy who is wearing a singlet, holding a trophy, wearing a baseball cap, and donning what looks to be 15 or 16 medals, okay? And this, the text reads as follows for the caption. Archive. I don't remember what year. It was a tradition to summarize the wrestling season. All won awards. Try on the mascot and the team with Besa Asadullah. In due time, this positive man drove all of Dagestan, a true legend, to Daku. Thumbs up. So there he is. I don't know what's happening here.
What does that mean?
I don't know. And that's why this segment's going to be fun. It's only for us to hypothesize. But look at this guy. He's wearing a singlet. This is a very Dagestan picture, though. They're holding various cups and trophies.
Goblets.
And, yes, a true legend of Dagestan. So there you go. We'll try to bring you some more ones. These can be user-submitted, too. If you find a good one, I was having some fun on Musakayev's. So we'll try to bring that, at least once a week.
Why do Russians look hilarious in headgear?
Yeah, send them this one. All right, we got to get this. We got one with Kurbanaliev wearing headgear for whatever reason. It's a real... I don't even know. They must laugh at us so much. But
yeah.
I wonder why he's wearing it. He must have really sensitive ears. So we'll pull that up as we transition to...
Hey, can I complain for a second?
Why not?
Let's do it. Listen, Christian, wrestling needs to get its shit together.
Oh, snap.
I have been trying. Okay, name the most important wrestling stats. Wins, titles, pins is probably number 3. I've been trying to search for 10 minutes. I can't find a freaking list of who pinned who. Try to Google it.
Oh,
Google's monopoly, as you know. And they can't bring me a list of who pinned who.
I'm sorry.
I can't find a record list. It's absurd.
I'm sorry, Ben. I don't know what to
Why
tell you.
not?
Because we're behind. All right, maybe this will cheer you up. This will cheer you up. Look at this.
This will make you
Isn't
laugh.
that funny? Kurbanaliev in headgear. His coach is leaving, like, kind of smirking at him.
Christian, I'm trying to be pissed off right now.
Well, this is me trying to be a friend to you. And
I don't know why that's so funny.
But
why can't we have stats? It's 2020. It's 2020. I'm not asking for record amount of escapes or something. God, why is it so funny? Oh
he said, Shamil Akhmedovich is always there. Working with a personal trainer is more effective in times. Well said. Google Translate does its best.
Justin told me, I've Googled NCAA pins, NCAA records. Let's see what this list comes up with.
NCAA all-time pins list.
Come on, what do you got, Christian? This list is... Just give me a list. I don't want an article. I want a list. Why can't I get a list?
Yeah, you can't get a list. Sorry. Lists are outlawed. We're moving on, Ben. That's just what's happening.
So annoying.
We're going to questions, whether you like it or not. Someone wants to get the justice.
I don't want to go to questions. I want pins. I want pins, Christian.
All right, fine. I'll pin you.
Fine. We'll pin you, Ben. No problem. Someone wants the Justice Department to get involved to investigate the delay in the Metcalf doc. We the people need this. We know you need it. I should have an update today that I can share with you tomorrow or today on social media. So follow me on Twitter, you jerks, and maybe you'll get a scoop.
Someone should be getting fired.
What?
Ben just wants to fire everybody.
Ben, stop firing our personnel.
No one should get fired.
You're an HR nightmare, Ben.
I'm getting Sion. Isn't Sion in HR? I'm gonna get
No.
Sion on the take. I'm gonna pay him like the NCAA pays the NFL, and then I just get whoever I want fired.
Oh my god.
Ben, do you believe that Gene Mills had 106 pins?
Gene Mills and Wade Scheltz are both very skeptical of each other, and I don't know that we should believe them. What?
That's hilarious. That there's like
It
you
is,
know,
right?
These guys wrestled in the 80s, and it's like I don't know if he did.
So according to what I found,
Yeah.
Scheltz had 109, and Mills claims 107.
So they're not. Well, no, but I think Shell's on the official. I want to say it's 107, 106 maybe or something like that. Jason Bryant's the guy that he's dug into this stuff a little bit more. But yeah, I mean these guys were going to they were pulling my move times 3. They were going to open tournaments as pinning jabronis all over the place.
Did they double enter and double weight enter like DeSanto did? Four tournaments at once.
So DeSanto doing quad bracketing, that's like getting a full international season in one PAWF.
Yeah. Think about this too. Imagine if you did this. Like, the Michigan State Open has like the freshman division and then the Open. If you're a freshman, it's actually a freshman sophomore. Imagine if you entered that for 2 years and also entered the Open. Just pin a bunch of freshmen, then you do the Open. You maybe get a couple pins early. Who knows? You could really pad your stats
awesome.
nice in one weekend. Imagine if that had been around for you. The Central Missouri Valley State Open. Was that what it was? Quadrangular?
Yeah. I mean, if I would have known I would have got so close to 100, I would have just went to a few more just so I could get to 100 because there's only a couple people that have ever gotten that. And I just, if Coach Smith would have told me no, I just would have like hopped in my car and not showed up at practice. And then he'd be like, "Where's Ben?" "Oh, he's at this tournament down the road."
Dang it. Ben, you're a coaching nightmare.
All
right.
It's so much fun.
Austin Oyen, is Imar on your short list of potential guys to be on your next cards? Well, he would be, but he is injured. And if he were not injured, most definitely. We would love to have Imar involved.
Yeah, how long till he's back for real?
I don't know. It sounded like it was like surgery. It wasn't just like dinged up thing. Was it his shoulder?
I think shoulder, yeah.
Yeah. Those are typically, they're going to have him out for a little bit. I don't know. We can hit him up. If popularity on the internet is based on the amount of content put out, how does that affect our freestyle athletes' brands if they are only wrestling 1 to 2 times a year?
We talk about this all the time, don't we?
It impacts it negatively. Asked and answered, Thomas.
I thought haven't we answered this like a whole bunch of times?
Yes, but maybe not everyone listens to every episode.
Well, they should.
They
Slackers.
should.
Let's fire them.
All right, you're fired from listening if you don't listen to every episode. You're either with us or against us. Period. That's the way it works with Ben.
I think it affects them huge, though. It really does. Big time.
Yes, it absolutely does.
You want to move on. You got a date or something at 9:15? Like, you trying to get done with this? I'm trying to have a conversation with my friends Christian and Kyle, and Christian's just like, done, next, done, I'm out. See ya. I'm going to go yell at this programmer, make some code.
You sounded offended at the question, so I was like, all right, I've angered Ben. Let me move on here. It's the last thing I ever wanted to do. All I want to do is have you enjoy.
No, angering Steve Mako would be way worse than me. Like, I don't get very offended. If you piss off Steve Mako, he might put you and kick you in the ass.
Have you seen him angry before?
I actually, I mean, on video, yes. I don't think in person. I don't think so. No.
Remember when they yelled at him at Carver Hawkeye when he came back? That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy to see him trying to go up in the stands and his brother restraining him.
Yeah.
That would have been wild.
Oh, that would have been scary. That would have been so scary.
Can you imagine? See, you think about like Steve Mako coming at you? That's just as bad as it gets.
Listen,
Like
I'm a trained
Ron
fighter.
Artest went
I'm a
in the
trained
stands.
fighter, and I would be nervous if Steve Mako was coming. Can you imagine if you're some bum in the stands and Steve Mako's going to come foot sweep you and kick you in the ass? Like, good God, that's scary.
I mean, especially The most dangerous thing is that person that was yelling at Steve Mocco was probably at the Vine and drank 7 to 8 Busch Lights and then rolled up and thought he was going to talk tough to Steve Mocco. And then Steve Mocco, the baddest man in America at that point, coming your way. It would have just been bad because that guy would be like, I could take this college kid. And then it just would have ended horribly. So thankfully that was broken up and nothing bad happened. Though it would have been kind of funny. What is the result of a 5-man round robin between Sadulayev, Snyder, Cox, Taylor, and Yazdani? Does anyone go undefeated or winless? Well, I think that Yazdani would be winless. And I think
it's likely.
And I think Sadulayev is the most likely to go undefeated. It's like Taylor could beat what?
That's actually a kid I know. He's a college kid now. In the comments, he said, "Imagine a pissed off Thomas Gilman versus a pissed off Austin DeSanto. Who wins?" I don't know why. It's just funny.
Something to think about. I would say probably Gilman.
What if they're not pissed off though? Then who wins?
I mean, their emotions are always a part of them. I just think Gilman's better. Gilman would probably win.
I would say.
Guy was
Is this a fight or is this a wrestling match?
Yeah, are we fighting right now?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think this is a fight.
I still got Gilman. I think Gilman figures it out, but maybe not. Who knows? What if Austin DeSanto was in MMA?
He better be. What else is he gonna do?
Well, wrestle. Hopefully, coach wrestling.
He's gonna fight.
Sell insurance.
Yeah, he could sell insurance. He seems passionate about protecting people's homes.
Oh, man.
And assets. Okay.
I think you nailed it, Christian. I think Sadulayev is probably most likely to go. So if I had to rank it, I'd go Sadulayev number 1. I think Cox is probably the most likely to go undefeated. Number 2, Snyder, Taylor 3, 4, and Yazdani last.
Yeah. Something like that. Jaden definitely, I think, has the best chance of beating Sadulayev, but I don't know that for sure. As I consider Cox versus Sadulayev and Taylor versus Sadulayev, I think on the one hand, I think you need to get him tired, Sadulayev. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so if he's got to do 5 matches in one day or 4 matches in one day.
Don't even think about that. Throw that out. Throw that out completely. Let's say it's a round robin once a week.
Oh,
Taylor has a style to get Sadulayev tired, but is he big enough to execute it? Jaden is the toughest to score on and maybe the best of the bunch, but does he match up well enough to get Sadulayev tired or stresses? Because we've seen when Snyder beat him, he got him tired. He wore him out. He weathered the storm, and he beat him. So Taylor has a style that's built to do that. Cox doesn't, but does Cox maybe just be special enough and just more skilled at wrestling, able to do it? Those are the things going on in my mind. And then there's the actual guy who has beaten him, which is Kyle Snyder. But yes, I throw Yazdani out of this conversation.
Dang.
Unfortunately, that's from our guy John Kozak.
He's going up to 97 kg.
He is
21. No, he's made that up.
That would be foolish. That'd be a career blunder by him. He should stay at 86 because really it's just him and Taylor and no one else has who else has beaten him at 86 other than DT?
Nobody.
Yeah. So he's like at worst. Well, I guess he could be bronze in that he could be on the same side as DT, but he's gonna do well. Okay. Is it okay to move on? Did we have enough friendship on that one?
I mean, maybe you got a date at 9:15. I don't know what you're doing today. what are you doing today, Christian?
I have no date.
Trying to make a pro match, probably. Probably trying to make a pro match.
I am. We are, as a matter of fact.
I am, definitely.
Okay, great match, Colin. Zane versus Pico. Can you guys make it happen? Probably not. Does Pico still dominate Zane? I say no.
No way.
No freaking way. And think about this. When all those matches happened, before Zane even won NCAAs, I do believe.
Yeah, before Zane was Zane. Yep.
He never won NCAA. So it's like, all right, yeah, he did beat him. And some of them were not close. Some of them were close-ish. Zane did have a really hard time, but I don't see that. I would be stunned if – I'll say it. I would be stunned if Zane didn't beat Pico. I think at this point, given that Zane's training, I'd be stunned. You can't just change sports and then beat a guy that's getting way better and only training in that sport, right?
Yes.
So that's my thought. I would like to see it again. I do think styles matter, and there is something about how Aaron wrestled Zane that makes it tough, but I think things would have changed by now.
Yes.
It's an opinion, and there's only one way to know for sure. Okay.
Yeah, Pico ghosted me. Did not respond to my text.
Wow.
So I want to find out.
You got big time by Pico? How does this happen?
Oh. I guess he doesn't want to wrestle.
Yes. Next question. Listen to Mark Bader tonight. Would love to hear thoughts on Happy Valley versus the World Duel. Gilman 57, RBY 61, Zane 65, Nolf Chinzo 70-74, Brooks 79, Taylor 86, Bo 92, Snyder 97, Kirkfleet or Kassar 125. Oh my gosh.
So are we talking like the literal world, like we're getting the best guy each weight, or what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I guess. It's not the country. I mean, even versus the country, maybe we should do that. That would be really...
That would be probably more competitive because against the world, if we're literally talking the world's best, I mean, Gilman has a chance at winning. I don't think RBY does. Zane maybe, but hasn't proven that. I don't think Nolf and Chenzo win against the best in the world. I don't think Brooks does. David obviously is the best in the world. Bo probably has a chance at 92 if it's not Jaden, if it's somebody from another country. Snyder has a solid chance at 97, and I don't think heavyweight has a chance.
Yeah, but if it's wound up being more domestic, then it gets really interesting.
So let's see. Gilman is really competitive. Do you think RBY is competitive with who would you put number one at 661 right now?
I have no idea because it's kind of been vacated.
Cologne
or Graf, Nishan, if he were up there. I think he's with these guys. I think he's...
Yeah, or do you move Fix up or something like that? Would he move up in a non-Olympic year?
Are we bumping Fix? We'd have to ask Dayton if he wants to bump up, but I think he's a 57 guy.
Okay, so we'll take all these guys, take all these Penn State guys out of the mix. You get to make your lineup to wrestle them with non these guys. What's your lineup, Christian?
Okay, I can just pick. Okay, I would go Spencer Dayton.
Spencer Dayton.
J.O.
Yanni. Are you going J.O. at 65 or Yanni?
To beat Zane, I'm going J.O.
Really? Wow.
I don't know.
Okay. Keep going.
No. Yeah. He just looks so dang good. James Green, Jordan Burroughs.
Yep.
Kyle Dake.
Yep.
86. 86, we're going to do a strategic forfeit. We're going to keep the momentum up. We're not going to...
I'm throwing Downey in there.
All right, Downey for the giggles. 92. It's a matter of where I want to put Jaden. 92. I'll go Hayden Zilmer. 97. Jaden Cox. 125. Nick Wisdowski. That would win.
Yeah.
It's
fun. I'm in for that duel though. That's fun.
Yeah, I'm in. Okay, Cody Andres. I, and presumably many others, would like to see a Ben Askren versus Keegan O'Toole match on a flow card once Ben is recovered. Odds of that happening?
Why do they want to see that?
Huh? I don't know. Student versus master.
You're too big for him.
You're too big.
I put it on him a little, I don't know, maybe a month ago or two, just messing around.
All right.
So I don't want to wrestle him in 3 years or something. Then he might be big enough, and then it might not be so good for me.
Yeah. That's what we want to see.
But I told you, Christian. I told you Yeah, and I think I said it on air. I might just have to wrestle some matches in the Flow League when I get my new hip and healthy because and more than anything, because I need a reason to make weight.
Yeah, but I think that's going to be super necessary.
Yeah.
Do you think 1 year from now you'd be able to wrestle?
They told me a year from my surgery I will need to be full go. So and I'll have no restrictions. So that would be September 1 of 2021.
So basically July.
Yeah.
We'll call it July.
Listen, dude, it's a hip that's in my body. I'm not messing around. I'm gonna try to make sure. I already know. I know I'm very reckless and probably overly aggressive. So I have to do my best to not F myself up.
Do you need like an accountability partner? Is Amy gonna be able to keep you under control?
I need to have because I don't listen to us. I know I don't listen to other people, so I need to have enough self-awareness to not hurt myself.
Yes.
Like if I'm trying to push down a tree or chainsaw and someone tells me, "Hey, don't do that," I'm like, "Shut up! I'm gonna freaking do this. I'll be done. That's it."
Just let me
hurt myself. It's fine.
Ninja kick this. Yeah. Well, make sure this hip sticks. Make it.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, be smart. Because all it takes is one little F up, and next thing you know.
Yeah, that's what. I'm gonna talk to the doctor more. I'm gonna, see what my limitations are. Talk to a couple, physical therapists, that kind of thing, and I'm gonna try to be. I'm gonna do my best to be careful.
Okay.
Which is not very good, probably.
Wow, that was inspiring. From Actual Cannibal 1. Wow, this guy is, I don't know if his date went well or whatever.
I hope so.
I hope, best of luck to him. But he said in a
Hopefully
falls
took
only...
advice from Kyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My advice.
Wait, to tell her right away?
Yes.
That's a horrible idea.
No, it's not.
It's going to end in an arrest. Okay. In a falls only match with 1 10-minute round, who do we want to see go at the most? Is this something we could see happen in future events, or do y'all hate awesome ideas?
Oh, I would love to do this. Fall only. But it can't be 10 minutes because, dude, you ain't pinning some of the best dudes in 10 minutes. It's going to take longer.
I don't want to see that.
He's out.
That'd be boring. I'm going to wait a half hour to see if he finally pins him.
In 1908, it took him 2 hours. George Hackenschmidt pinned the Russian Lion in 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that for 2 hours and 18 minutes.
That's an exhilarating finish, though. Can you imagine?
Back in 1908, there was exciting stuff going on.
Who do we want in falls only?
I want a piece of that. If it's falls only, I want.
We want Jay Schwarm.
Oh, Jay Schwarm?
I'll pin him fast.
He's a 125 pounder. Jay Schwarm.
Listen, he last year he either got a pin or got pinned.
He basically, I think they told him he was in falls only matches. Because he was just straight looking for that cradle the whole time.
And many times he did it under 7 minutes.
Yes. So I think Jay Schwarm's the guy for this. No, I don't know who I'd want to see. Who are the best?
I'm sorry. I messed up. Frank Gotch pinned George Hackenschmidt. Not opposite.
Okay. That's okay.
There is a statue of Frank Gotch in Iowa. Surprised you didn't know that.
I did not know that. You're right. Okay. FRL listener, what is something you refuse to share? I don't know what that means.
Wait, I got something better for you guys.
Okay.
One writer called it the bout of the century, if not of all time. Think Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier in boxing. It was that big, maybe bigger. Hackenschmidt blamed his 1908 loss on conditioning. When I met Gotch before, I was a sick man in no condition to wrestle. This time I'll be a different man. I will show the wrestling public that I not only have improved, but I'm a better man at the mat game than Gotch.
Wow. Where'd you
the
read
mat
this?
game?
The mat game. Is that what translates to carpet struggle on Russian Instagram and
Yes.
Rustag? The mat game. Okay.
Oh my goodness! It says if I get a hold of him at the start, he is liable to break some bones with his mighty strength.
Wow. This guy was cocky. This was 1908?
Yes.
Wow. That was a really long time ago.
17 of Jay Schwarm's 21 wins were by fall, and he was pinned 3
gosh.
times.
So he'd be pretty good at this game. Okay. I guess Ben doesn't want to share anything. He refuses to share. What is something you refuse to share?
I feel like I'm an open book.
Does this mean information?
Could be anything.
Food?
Yeah,
food item?
it could be food.
I made some delicious meatballs last night.
I don't like people drinking after me. I'm not like, oh, I have the water bottle. Yeah, take a swig, guy. Take it. Yeah, let's everyone. I'm not like a germaphobe, but I'm just like, no, not big on.
Well, who
sharing.
cares? Just give them your germs, Christian.
I don't want their stuff. I don't want them to compromise the microchip.
Microchip, microbiome.
My microbiome. My solar callus is out of control right now. It's among the hardest in Texas, I dare say. Okay, who are some relatively recent Americans that you're pretty sure would have medaled at Worlds, but they didn't make the team? Dake DT are obvious, but anyone else? I think Bo Nickel.
Worlds or Olympics, Christian?
He said Worlds.
Okay.
So, I think Bo. I think Gable Steveson. I think Alex Daringer. Obviously, Dake and Taylor, the years they didn't make it.
What about 57 kg?
We've only medaled there one time in the last how many years? It's kind of hard to say. Right. We would have medaled other years, right? Unless you really
flip a medal at 57 and 65. It's annoying.
The world is really good there, and I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, Coleman medaled at the Olympics in 12. We've got some. Cologne medaled at 61 in 18. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We haven't been that great there. So really, 57, 61, 65. There's not a lot of options you can really say, unless you are like one of those annoying people that are like, oh, this guy made the team, but he's not our best whatever international option, which I always yell at that. So
you're so annoyed by that.
It's so very annoyed. So yeah, those are probably the guys. There's maybe some other dudes in the.
Yeah.
You know Zahid. Zahid's a guy. The year.
Not yet.
No, for sure. The year Dake won in 18. That Final X year, he was really, really good. You don't think he could have got a bronze?
2018.
He messed up Daringer twice, and then both matches against Dake. The second match against Dake kind of got out of control because Dake got a couple turns, but he was winning in the second period.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
That might be it. There's probably some names I'm forgetting, but
what about like a Spencer Lee who didn't compete in those? Some of those.
Sure.
Do we get to count him?
No. I mean.
Or no? Okay.
I mean, I guess you could. I just wouldn't because he didn't even try to make the team. I don't know. It's so. I mean, if we'd had Worlds this year, I think he might have been my pick to make the team, and then if he makes the team, I think he goes really far, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you could say Spencer, just on the mystery. Okay, now is the best time to start a pro league. Flo has monopoly on wrestling events due to obvious factors. I just put this in to be like, we do not have anything close to resembling a monopoly on wrestling events. We don't have any of the best.
Are great.
Well, it'd be great to have one, I guess, but we don't have one. We don't have NCAAs. We don't have the Olympics. We don't have Worlds. We don't have Big Ten. There's so much we don't have. So we don't have a monopoly on wrestling events. We have a monopoly on wrestling coverage, maybe. Maybe we're so far and away the best, but there's no way. We don't have a monopoly on wrestling events. But yes, we are trying to start something professionally. We did last week, and we want to keep it going for sure. But we don't have a monopoly. Okay, anything else before we depart? Oh, I like this one from Pat Hitchler.
What?
With the addition of Lake Highland Prep and with the Tennessee schools returning after missing last year, I think National Preps is now individually more difficult than any state tournament or some weight classes have 4 ranked guys. Thoughts? I mean, just the fact that I'll get down with that it is tougher than some but it has like Blair and Sim, which just right away is insane. And also, some of these schools have guys that are outside of high school age, right? So in one way, I'm like, well, yeah, it kind of should be tougher than all the states when you consider, like, I mean, PIAA some years, there are some years, some weights where, you know, PIAA or even Jersey or Cali, just depending on the year, Ohio, will be a little tougher. But yeah, individually more difficult to win. Preps is definitely up there. It's one of the toughest tournaments in the country. So, and yeah, Lake Highland Prep. So now you have Lake Highland Prep, Blair, and Sim, which are perennially top 5 programs in the country.
Malvern Prep was really good last year.
Malvern's good. Yep. You've got, you know, McDonough will have their hammers and other schools.
That's the thing too, is a bunch of individual schools have like 1 or 2 like
superstars.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, preps is definitely very, very awesome and extremely difficult to win. Okay. Anything else,
Let's
Ben?
see FloWrestling. I had fun today. You know, I harassed you a little more than usual. Pile.
I like the harassment. It's okay. It's all in fun.
It was my inner chael.
It's a great rivalry we have. Quote.
We need to make some pro matches today. Let's do that. How about that?
All right.
Get it done, boys.
I'm literally in meetings all day long, but I'll have my computer, so we can be.
They
SMS.
better be about that topic.
Partially.
Okay.
Permission to go meet. But Ben, it is funny you say that. Maybe it was subconscious, but I am supposed to be in a meeting starting at 9, and I was like, well, I can't because I'm doing the show. So maybe it's in my head that, like, I'm supposed to be there, and maybe I was rushing a little bit. So it's funny you said that.
Why would they double book you?
They screwed it up yesterday. Yeah, they screwed it up. They didn't invite me or check with me. I've only been doing this show since 2015 on Thursdays, so and it's on my calendar. So yeah, they messed up.
They also just don't care.
They'll
meetings.
just double stack you. Okay, hey, thank you guys so much. I am going to try my darndest to get you a Metcalf update. Tyler, you can feel free to play us out.
Liar.
I'm going to try.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to make it happen. It's not up to me. Bracky's calling me out saying I'm not.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm going to try.
Ben's not even listening to
Ben's
us
not even
anymore.
listening. He just
I can hear you in the headphones.
Yeah, right, Ben. Have a good weekend. Go chop down some trees. Get a stump grinder for once. Stop renting.
We bought a harrow rake today. That's what I'm gonna go see how it works right now.
I don't even know what that is. A harrow rake.
Google
We're gonna reveal what a harrow rake is before we go. It looks like some sort of oh yeah. Got it. A chain harrow. Got it.
You gonna drive that thing?
Jacob Rossick's outside driving right now. I'm curious to see how it works.
Dang.
All right. Well, good luck with the rake. Good luck with the stump grinder. You guys go grind some stumps this weekend. Have a fun one. We'll be back next Tuesday.
My hair looks fantastic, Piles.
You look good. Let it never be said Ben Askren is not a handsome man. Thank you guys so much. Have a good weekend. Be safe. It's going to get better. See you soon. Goodbye.